Who to be a Gooner standard? What's poppin' peeps? This is the full-time inventory show where we taking stock of the team performance at the Emirates against Eintracht Frankfurt, where the game finished Arsenal 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 2. Man, that's the smile because it's a lot being an Arsenal fan right now, for real. Another disastrous result and another poor performance. It's quite evident that the team have a low on confidence first and foremost, but they have no faith in the coach's plan. And for me, we're producing some of the worst football I've seen from an Arsenal side for many a year, and that's the truth. I can't say any plainer than that, for real. Game kicked off and we were okay for like 20-25 minutes of the game, and then David Luiz picked up an injury, and it looked quite innocuous actually, how it happened, but he had to be substituted and Guendouzi came on. From that point we started to see the lack of confidence in the team because there was nothing going on. There was, the passes were going astray, there was no zip in the play, there was nothing going on. It looked so lethargic the way we was playing. Xhaka returned as well into the side, and it didn't offer much, to be honest with you. But to be fair to him, he wasn't the worst player on the day. He did do a couple of things, played a nice couple of balls and broke up the play one time. So he wasn't the worst on the day. So he did his thing. He tried to keep it moving. So I'll give him credit for that at the very least. Frankfurt was not offering anything at all in the game. You could see it, that Frankfurt were a team who were shot, were poor, were low on confidence themselves. Let's take it into account. Let's take out that fact that they did batter Bayern Munich 5-1 recently in September, I believe it was. There was not many chances that happened in the first half, or not much going on in relation to how we was playing. I thought it was poor, the first half, really. Again, like I said, it was slow, it was lethargic. Nothing was really happening. So there's nothing to highlight really in the first half, apart from I could say Martinelli, who showed some fight and looked like he was a threat and was working hard. And of course, we took the lead through Oba in the first half, close to half time. We took the lead. It was a good move, good little movement, and it was a great finish by Oba too. So we made it 1-0. Half time came out for the second half, and it seemed like we were just coasting through the game again. Passes getting astray, no zip in the play, like I said before. Sometimes I have to wonder what actually happens at half time for the half-time team talk, because it's a mystery to me what happens at half-time. Are they not understanding of what their jobs need to be? Is there no game management in place here? What happens? And then 10 minutes in the second half, disaster strikes. We're not closing down players. We're just, we're sitting off players, allowing them to turn and shoot, and they scored a great equaliser, to be fair to them. They scored a good goal through Kamada, who tucked it away right in the bottom corner of Martinez's goal to make it 1-1. And from that point onwards, Frankfurt were invigorated by that goal. They looked like the more dangerous team. They looked like this team that was going to score again, because they created a couple of good chances, good opportunities, and were close to scoring. We, on the other hand, we looked like, again, our heads dropped when the goal went in, and that seems to be a theme for us actually. When we concede, our heads just drop completely, man. I don't know what that is. Well, I guess it's to do with the confidence thing and the manager's plan, and whether they feel that it's working for them, and etc, etc. So, and then Emery decided in his wisdom to take off Martinelli, who looked like our threat, to be quite honest with you, and the fact that we needed a goal because we really need to win the game, especially for him as well because he was under pressure previously. So you'd think that if he's under pressure previously for this game, you know, it's 1-1. You've got a man who's been scoring goals for you in other games. Wouldn't you want to keep him on the pitch and bring on Ozil as well, or anybody else? Anyway, but yeah, so it's a bit of an odd decision, very odd decision for me. Why he did that? But when Ozil did come on to the pitch, he did do a couple of good things. You know what I'm saying? I saw, this is the reason why we need to have Mesut Ozil in our team, because he's the only real creative midfield player that we have. He's the only one that we have, so we have to build him into the team. And Mesut is a good footballer because he sprayed a nice ball. He spun on the way he spun on the ball and sprayed this nice ball through to, I can't remember who it was, man. But he made a nice move. But that's the kind of, why I'm saying this, that it's the type of thing that we need from our team right now. We need that. We need men who are going to create stuff for us, have that impetus to do that thing. You know what I'm saying? And Mesut will do that for us. So I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. Frankfurt continued to press and we couldn't impose ourselves on the game at all. And then, bang, they scored again through Kamada. Again, nobody's pressing the ball. Again, the man has so much time to pick his spot. And he's picked his spot very well and put it right in the bottom corner, the same bottom corner that he scored the first goal with. So Kamada got a brace on the day, and incidentally, that's his first goals for Frankfurt. That's very typical because it seems like everybody wants to get something off of Arsenal's back. Everybody seems to get something off Arsenal's back. The first, you understand? Maybe I'm being picky because things are getting wrong for us right now, and I'm just looking at things different. But that just seems to me, everybody seems to create some kind of record or do something against the Arsenal. It's a strange one, man. Strange. But again, Emery, again in his wisdom, decides, remember, we're losing the game 2-1 here. We're losing. We need to get ourselves back in the game. Yeah, we've got Lacazette, Pepe, and even Reece Nelson sitting on the bench. Yeah. Emery decides to take off Mustafi and bring on Lucas Torreira. Odd, man. Odd decision. Very, very odd decision. Why would you do that, man? You want to win the game. You're losing the game at the moment, actually, at this point. You're losing. You need to get back in the game. You've got three potent men on the bench who can score your goals, who's likely to score your goal, and you bring on Lucas Torreira. So it's very odd for me. Then the game finished, so nothing really happened in between that. We kind of huffed and puffed, but nothing really happened, or we created too many opportunities to score. The game finished 2-1 to a chorus of boos. And obviously the inquest is going to start now, isn't it? Because we haven't won in 7 or whatever it might be, I believe. So Emery's already under pressure, so he's going to be under even more pressure now. Leading on to the coach. It was inevitable that Emery would be under pressure. And that resulted in the club announcing this morning that he's been sacked from the club. So Emery has departed Arsenal. Let me point out, in my opinion, Emery deserved to go. You know what I mean? He had to go because the performances were poor. It looked like the players didn't want to play for him anymore. There was no structure or anything to our team play. We didn't have any tactics at all. So really, Emery needs to go. But this is not a time for celebration, really, for me. We need to kick on from this now. We really need to kick on from this and make things start happening, because we have to start building things now again. You know what I'm saying? Freddie's taking in control of the team. Good luck to you, Freddie. Do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Taking charge of the team. Maybe can bring back some kind of stability into the team, and that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? We need some stability going forward. So maybe going back to basics a little bit, setting up the team right. And maybe Freddie's the man that can do that, considering he's one of us. You understand? He understands what it is. So I'm hoping that Freddie does. You know what I'm saying? And I have faith in Freddie that he will do that. bring some stability until, you know, Arsenal decide to appoint another manager. And that leads me on again now to the Arsenal hierarchy, because I don't know what they're doing. Do we have, when you know what it is, Emery's been under pressure for a little while now, so shouldn't they really have had a plan in place for this type of scenario? You know what I'm saying? There was no guarantees that things were going to improve, you know what I'm saying, during this run, during this poor run. So shouldn't they have something in place? They should have had something in place where they knew, you know what I'm saying, they can approach a certain man to come and do the job. Don't get me wrong, maybe they have done that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not sitting in the boardroom or the back room, you understand? I'm not there. So I don't know why I'll go on for that, to tell the truth. You understand me? But it seems like, I have serious doubts that was the case, first and foremost. But it seems like for us as a club, you know what I'm saying, we just dilly-dally all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? We've got to move on, man. Football's moved on. We've got to move with it, you know? You know, sentiment taken out of it. I've been a supporter since Arsenal anyway, since 78. You understand me? So take sentiment out of it. Football's moved on now. We've got to move with the times. We've got to start acting and behaving like a big club and move with the times. So it'd be very interesting to see what the next appointment is, who they decide to bring in. I'm saying, so here we are right now, coach and managerless. We're going to a tough game against Norwich City on Sunday away from home. It's very strange for me saying certain things like tough game against Norwich City. Don't get me wrong, every game in the Premier League is tough, but for me to really start the way I'm saying it, for me to start saying Norwich City away is a tough decision, it's a tough game, it beggars belief, man, seriously, because really we should be going to Norwich and, yeah, them playing well, but we should be turning them over, really and truly. But we're going to Norwich, it's going to be a tough game for us, because we've been on a bad run of form. But maybe we can come out of this and get a good result and then kick on from there, because we really do need to kick on from there. So that's kind of it for this inventory show. I'll be doing the framework show, which is the previous show to Norwich City away, which I'll be uploading tonight on my YouTube channel. I'll be putting all my socials in the description below, so please check them out. Let me know what you guys think about who our next coach, manager should be. Who do you think that should be? I have my views on who it should be and who we should be going for, but whether that happens is another thing. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe and all that good stuff. So I leave you with this parting shot. Who to be a gooner standard, fulfill your true potential. Peace.